Welcome, dear adventurers, to another enlightening episode on the TravelZm channel. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on budget travel in Europe, showing you that it's not just possible but incredibly rewarding. With careful planning and a few clever hacks, you can experience the rich tapestry of European culture, history, and cuisine without emptying your wallet. We'll guide you through the labyrinth of budget travel, leading you to a treasure trove of experiences. Stay tuned to discover how to explore Europe without breaking the bank. Now, before we dive into our hacks, it's crucial to understand what budget travel truly means. You see, it's not about pinching pennies until Lincoln screams for mercy. It's not about munching on stale bread in a dingy hostel, hoping the Wi-Fi signal holds up long enough to post an Instagram story. No, budget travel is about making smart choices. It's about realizing that the value of an experience isn't dictated by its price tag. It's about choosing a quaint bed and breakfast over a five-star hotel. Not because it's cheaper, but because it offers a more authentic experience. It's about prioritizing a cooking class in Tuscany over an expensive dinner in a Michelin-star restaurant. Budget travel is about maximizing your experiences, not minimizing your expenses. It's about finding the sweet spot between cost and value, between saving money and creating memories. Remember, budget travel doesn't mean cheap. It means value-oriented. Let's start with one of the biggest expenses during travel accommodation. It's a significant part of your budget, but there are ways to trim it down without compromising comfort or convenience. First off, consider staying in hostels. They are not only cheaper than hotels, but they also offer opportunities to meet fellow travelers. Many hostels have private rooms, so you don't always have to bunk with strangers. And don't think hostels mean compromising quality. Many offer amenities like free Wi-Fi, breakfast, and even swimming pools. Next, explore platforms like Airbnb. These can be a goldmine for budget accommodation, especially if you're traveling in a group or for an extended period. You can find entire apartments or houses that allow you to split costs, and you'll often have access to a kitchen where you can prepare your meals, saving on food expenses. Another hack is to consider locations outside city centers. Accommodations in the heart of the city tend to be pricier, but if you're willing to stay a bit further out, you can save a considerable amount. Public transport in most European cities is reliable and affordable, so you won't have trouble getting around. Finally, take advantage of loyalty programs. Many hotel chains offer these, and they can lead to free nights, upgrades, or other perks. It might take time to accumulate enough points, but if you're a frequent traveler, these programs can result in significant savings. Remember, the goal isn't just to find the cheapest place, but to find the best value for your money. Read reviews, compare prices, and consider what amenities are important to you. The best accommodation hack is knowing what you're comfortable with and what you're willing to compromise on. So, with smart choices and a bit of planning, accommodation can be both comfortable and affordable. It's all about being resourceful and making your money work for you. And who knows? You might even find that the journey to find the perfect budget-friendly accommodation becomes a rewarding adventure in itself. Moving on to the next big expenses: food and transportation. When it comes to dining, the most authentic culinary experiences often come from the places that are less commercial and more local. Local markets are a treasure trove of fresh produce, regional specialties, and home-cooked meals. They're also typically less expensive than restaurants, making them ideal for budget travelers. Avoiding tourist traps is another key to dining on a dime. These places often inflate prices simply because they're in high-traffic areas. So instead of settling for the first restaurant you see, take a stroll down a few alleys and find a hidden gem with local patrons. This not only saves you money, but also gives you a more authentic dining experience. Street food is another fantastic option. It's fast, it's delicious, and it's usually quite cheap. Plus, it's a great way to immerse yourself in the local culture and try dishes you might not find in a restaurant. Now let's talk transportation. Public transport is your best friend when traveling on a budget. Buses, trams, and trains are usually much cheaper than taxis or car rentals, and they give you a chance to see the city from a local's perspective. Renting a bike is another excellent way to get around. It's eco-friendly, it's healthy, and it allows you to explore at your own pace. Many cities have bike-sharing programs that are inexpensive and easy to use. And of course, when it comes to longer distances, booking flights in advance or during off-peak seasons can save you a significant amount of money. Flexibility is key here. If you're willing to fly at less popular times or on less popular days, you can often find great deals. As you see, a little local flavor and smart mobility can go a long way in saving your bucks. Now, let's talk about the heart of travel: sightseeing. Sightseeing is where the magic really happens, right? It's where you connect with the culture, history, and character of a place. But it doesn't have to cost a fortune. Firstly, look for free or discounted museums. Many cities in Europe offer free museum days once a week or once a month. Some even have certain hours where admission is free. And don't forget about student, senior, or group discounts if they apply. Next, consider city tourist cards. These cards can be a real money saver. They often include free admission to top attractions, discounts at restaurants and shops, and even free public transportation. You'll pay an upfront cost, but the savings can be substantial if you plan to visit several attractions. Exploring natural sites is another fantastic and often free way to sightsee. Europe is full of stunning parks, beaches, mountains, and lakes that don't cost a dime to enjoy. Lastly, don't underestimate the value of wandering. Discovering lesser-known spots, charming backstreets, local markets, and neighborhood cafes can be just as rewarding as visiting the major tourist attractions. Plus, it's usually free. Remember, sightseeing isn't just about ticking off the must-see spots. It's about immersing yourself in a new place, connecting with its soul, and creating unforgettable memories. And with a little creativity and planning, you can do it without breaking the bank. With these hacks, sightseeing becomes an affordable and even more exciting venture. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We've traversed the landscape of budget travel and discovered some truly brilliant hacks. Let's revisit these golden nuggets of wisdom one more time. We've learned that accommodation need not be a bank breaker. With the smart use of hostels, homestays, and off-peak booking, we can find cozy corners without emptying our pockets. For food and transportation, we've seen how local markets and public transport can be our best allies. They provide a taste of local flavors and the rhythm of life in Europe, all while keeping our wallets happy. And let's not forget our sightseeing hacks. Free walking tours, city cards, and exploring lesser-known locales can enrich our experience without stretching our budget. Remember, exploring Europe on a budget is all about smart choices, not compromises. Safe travels, adventurers, and see you in our next episode on TravelZm channel.